If you found this channel from that NLP intro video from about a year ago, first of all, welcome back. And second, wow, did things change while I was gone? Back then, natural language processing was about keywords, sentiment scores, and trying to figure out if a movie review was positive or negative. Today, it's mostly about reading legal contracts, writing Python code, and understanding sarcasm. It's a whole new world. By the end of this video, you'll understand the one fundamental shift that changed NLP forever. And I'll show you a tool that puts this incredible new power right in your hands for free. So yeah, it's been a minute. I stepped away to let the AI world cook for a while. And it feels like the entire kitchen has been remodeled. It's time to open the lid and see what we've got. To do that, we're going to be using a tool called Genspark. Think of it as our lens for today's experiment. It's a remarkable example of where AI is in 2026. We're going to look at 3 specific ways NLP feels entirely different now compared to when I made that last video. The first and most significant change is the shift from single isolated tasks to understanding full context. Old NLP was like a specialist. You had one tool to identify names of people in a text, another tool to find dates, and a third to guess the emotion. Each tool did its one little job and nothing else. New NLP, powered by what we now call large language models or LLMs, is entirely different. It doesn't just see words. It understands the entire document, the entire conversation. It sees how all the pieces connect. For example, watch what happens here. I'm dropping a messy paragraph of notes from a brainstorming session into Genspark. It's got typos, people talking over each other, and no clear structure. Instead of asking it to find keywords, I'm just going to ask it, identify the hidden decision buried in this text. And there it is. It didn't just find words, it also understood the relationships between them, allowing it to draw the actual conclusion. That's the power of context. The second major shift is the end of needing perfect prompts. You used to need a PhD in computer science to get an AI to do what you wanted. You had to structure your request perfectly, use specific command words, and basically speak the AI's language. Not anymore. The new generation of NLP is far more forgiving. It can guess what you mean, even when you're being a little lazy or unclear. I did this the other day. I had written a draft of an email that was far too casual. I pasted it into Genspark and literally just typed, "Make this sound professional, I guess." See? I didn't have to define what professional means. I didn't give it a style guide or a list of formal words. The NLP engine has been trained on so much text from the internet, from books and from emails, that it just knows. It's less about giving perfect instructions and more about having a conversation. And that brings us to the third big change. NLP isn't a special project anymore. It's becoming a background utility. It's just there. It's in your email, it's in your search bar, and it's in your code editor. It's like electricity. You don't think about how the power plant works. You just flip a switch and the light comes on. NLP is becoming that invisible layer that makes everything a little bit smarter and a little bit easier. Remember that old video where I had to spend a whole minute explaining what tokenization was? You don't need to know that word anymore. You don't need to know how the AI divides sentences into parts. The tech has gotten so good that it just works. So, to sum it all up, NLP in 2026 is contextual, it's forgiving, and it's invisible. It's evolved from a niche field of computer science into something you can just talk to. It's about communicating with your tools in a natural, human way. This overview was just a high-level look, but if you want to see the exact Genspark workflow I used to research and script this video, I broke it all down in a separate, more hands-on tutorial. You can tap the card on screen right now to check that out. This is AI Experimentarium, back from the lab. It's good to be back. See you in the next experiment.